Welcome in, Renegades, and today we have a special episode for you, and I'm going to tell you why I'm definitely watching this project on the Internet Computer ICP. Now, I am going to take a minute to introduce my guest here. Welcome in, Ray, and it's a pleasure to have you here. I just want to kind of get right into this today. I just want you to kind of tell me what Bit Omni is, and just give me like a detailed introduction of its project and its core mission. Give us basically what the main products do, what you guys offer, and a little bit of background about Bit Omni.
Awesome. Dive right into the topipic, huh? Okay, yeah. Awesome.
Right,
and first of all, glad to be here, and I'm honored to be here, and glad to talk with you and all your audiences. So about Bitomni. Bitomni is a BTC-driven omnichain protocol, which began as a response to a significant gap we observed in the Web3 space. While Bitcoin is undeniably the most secure and widely adopted cryptocurrency, its utility within the decentralized finance market was quite limited. This limitation sparked the creation of Bitomni. We envisioned a solution that could unify Bitcoin with other blockchains, expanding its functionalities and making it a more versatile asset in the DeFi world and the Web3 space in general. So at its core, Bitomni's mission is to unlock the full potential of Bitcoin and also its emerging meta protocols such as BRC-20's ordinals by enabling them to interact seamlessly across multiple blockchains. We aim to transform Bitcoin from being a powerful but somewhat isolated asset into a truly omnichain crypto asset. By doing so, we are not just enhancing Bitcoin's utility, we are also paving the way for new financial opportunities and innovations within the Web3 space. The idea is to maintain Bitcoin's inherent security, which is quite important, while integrating it into a broader DeFi ecosystem, where it can be used for lending, borrowing, rate staking, and much more. So what really sets Bitomni apart, I'm just gonna keep going, okay? It's what really sets Bitomni apart is our focus on the omnichain capability. Many projects out there are limited to a single blockchain or focus solely on tokens that are native to those blockchains. Bitomni, on the other hand, is designed to work across various blockchains, including Ethereum, EVM-compatible chains, Bitcoin Layer 2s, and of course, Internet Computer, and others. This omnichain functionality is a game changer because it allows Bitcoin and its tokens to flow freely between different ecosystems, unlocking a whole new level of interoperability and flexibility. The reason we can do it, and the reason we can do it easily is because we're utilizing ICP's chain fusion technologies. So that's a little bit about Bitomni, and I'd like to tap into our flagship product, BitoBridge, which is at the heart of our vision. BitoBridge allows for seamless omnichain bridging transactions involving Bitcoin and its tokens, making it easier than ever to move Bitcoin and its tokens between different networks without losing any of its value or security. But that's just the beginning. We also offer a decentralized Bitcoin indexer, which is called Bito Indexer. Another one is cross-chain restaking solutions like Babylon, or we call it a Bito restaking. And also a suite of other tools designed to solve the real challenges that users face when they try to use Bitcoin and its tokens in a multi-chain environment. Each of these products is carefully designed to ensure that Bitcoin can be securely and efficiently integrated into DeFi activities across multiple platforms. So I think Bitomni's role in the broader Bitcoin ecosystem is pivotal. As we continue to develop and expand our offerings, we are helping to shape the future of Bitcoin by making it more accessible and useful, hopefully, in ways that we were previously unimaginable. By enabling Bitcoin to operate across multiple blockchains, we are not only increasing its utility, but also contributing to the overall strength of and resilience, of course, of the blockchain ecosystem. So looking ahead, I think the future of Bitomni is incredibly exciting, to me at least. And we are committed to expanding our network of supported blockchains, continually integrating, innovating in the BTC-Fi space, and eventually transitioning Bitomni to a fully community-driven DAO. I think we will tap into that later. But yeah, this transition is crucial because it aligns with our belief that the future direction of the project should be in the hands of its users, its community. So as we move forward, our goal is to establish Bitomni as the leading solution for BTC-Fi, driving the next wave of innovation and adoption in the Web3 world in general.
And so I just want to comment on that. I think each bull market and cycle in the crypto market has one main thing that everybody is drawn to, and all the liquidity is going into BRC20 tokens, into ordinals, into cross-chain. And so I think what you guys are doing is very needed in this space. We need BitFi. We need all of that kind of stuff. And speaking of the future and your development plans, what is like the long-term goal that you guys have to, like, say ordinals or ruins aren't, as popular in the 29 bull run or whatever? Do you guys have plans for a long-term vision for your project, and what is that based around, and what are your guys' plans for that?
Yes, of course, that's an interesting topic. Looking ahead, Bitomni has a clear and ambitious roadmap that aligns with our long-term vision of becoming a cornerstone in the blockchain industry, particularly in the realm of BTC-Fi space. In the short term, our focus is on expanding the capabilities of BitoBridge, further enhancing its performance, security, and usability. We do plan to integrate more blockchains into our ecosystems, which will allow users to seamlessly move Bitcoin across even broader range of platforms. We now support several EVM compatible chains, but once we have that capability, it is really easy to support other EVM blockchains. And also we've developed move-based blockchain support. We haven't integrated that into the product yet, but we can do that anytime we want. And also for other chains like Solana and Tong, they are in the line. We're gonna do it. And yeah, this also you mentioned BRC20 ordinals. This includes adding support for emerging blockchains and tokens, ensuring that Bitomni remains at the cutting edge of omni-chain landscape. In terms of tokens, I think the next the emergent thing would be incorporate at least the BRC20 first, support bridging between BTC and other networks for BRC20 tokens. That would be interesting to see. So in addition to the technical advancements, we are also concentrating on growing our user base and strengthening our community. We recognize the importance of building a robust, engaged community that not only users can use our product, but also contributes to their developments. To this end, we are planning a series of initiatives aimed at fostering deeper community involvement and more opportunities for users to participate in the governance of Bitomni as we transition toward becoming a fully decentralized autonomous organization. So long term, our goals are even more ambitious. We envision Bitomni as a key player in the broader BTC-Fi ecosystem, particularly in how Bitcoin is utilized across multiple chains. That's why we call ourselves omni-chain protocol, right? So our ultimate aim is to make Bitcoin as versatile as possible, unlocking its full potential by enabling it to interact seamlessly with other assets and smart contracts on various blockchains we are already seeing, in the industry. This will involve not only expanding our technical capabilities, but also forging strategic partnerships with other projects and organizations that share our vision of to the interconnected blockchain world. So yeah, I mean, a major part of our long-term strategy is the transition to a community-driven DAO. We believe that decentralization is not just a technical feature, but fundamental principle that should guide the governance of blockchain projects. And in terms of industry positioning, I'd like to mention that we see Bitomni becoming a go-to solution for BTC5 eventually. As the blockchain industry continues to evolve, the need for seamless interoperability between different chains will only grow, as you mentioned. And we are positioning Bitomni to be at the forefront of this trend. By continually innovating and expanding our ecosystem, I think we can solidify our position as a leader in the BTC5 space. So ultimately, to your question, last paragraph, I think ultimately, Bitomni's long-term goals are about more than just the technical achievements. Although we do a lot of work on that, we are about reshaping how Bitcoin and the other crypto assets are used and understand in the world of decentralized finance. Yeah, that's. I think that's quite ambitious and a lot of work to do.
I agree, and your project is definitely one I've been following for a while, and seeing what you guys are doing out there, getting the word out about it, your dedication to the project. I think that is a very important thing. So how do you realize those goals? Now you have a lot of ambition. I see the project is very ambitious. You guys have a lot going on, a lot that you've achieved so far, especially being the big Bitcoin Fi on the internet computer. How do you achieve these goals? Is there grants that you're getting to fund the project? Do you have people in the team that believe in it? You have a big team. Kind of explain how you achieve these goals and maybe the people that you have with you that are helping you achieve these goals.
Okay, the problem just keep getting harder, huh? Yeah, I think yes, it is easy to set up goals and say ambitious visions, but it is really hard to put it into practice. So achieving our ambitious goals requires a combination of strategic planning, diligent execution, and proactive risk management for sure. So at Bitomni, we are deeply committed to ensuring that our vision becomes a reality, and we've put in place several key measurements to guide us on this path. First, building a strong, adaptable team is crucial. So we've assembled a group of highly skilled professionals who bring diverse experience and expertise to the table. This team is not only technical proficient, but also deeply aligned with our mission and vision, and also good at marketing BD stuff. So we're basically all-round team. And we continuously invest in our team's growth, providing them with resources and sometimes a little bit training as needed to stay so they can stay ahead in the rapidly evolving blockchain space. By fostering a culture of innovation and collaboration, we ensure that our team remains motivated and capable of tackling challenges ahead. We see a lot of unexpected technical and marketing challenges every day. So I think that's very, very crucial for any of the projects in the crypto space. So another critical measure is our strategic focus on security and the scalability. The scalability is more like a tech and product thing. So we understand that the success of our products, particularly at this stage, Bridge, hinges on their ability to handle cross-chain transactions securely and at scale. So to this end, we've implemented rigorous testing protocols, and the security audits are undergoing with contact with multiple security audit companies. And in order to identify and address potential vulnerabilities before they become issues. So our modular architecture also, we just upgraded to version 2 of Bridge with even better modular architecture, which allows us to scale our solutions effectively, adapting to increase the demand without compromising performance and security. This proactive approach to security and scalability is fundamental to avoiding the pitfalls that have tripped up other projects in the past. And another important aspect is community engagement. We believe that a strong, engaged community is essential for long-term success of Bitomni. And another one would be strategic partnership. As I mentioned earlier many times, so that I cannot emphasize it too many times. But yeah, that's quite important. So in terms of risk management, we are highly focused on identifying potential risks early on and addressing them proactively. Because especially for the product like Beetle Bridge, users see a lot of accidents or like hack events occur on those platforms, which results in like really serious consequences. So we don't want to see that. So risk management is quite important, both in terms of both at the level of technical and product, and also at the team management level. So finally, resource optimization is the key to ensuring that we can achieve our goals without overextending ourselves. We carefully allocate our limited resource to the most crucial areas of research and development, ensuring that we have the capability to deliver on our promises while also maintaining a buffer to handle unexpected challenges. Right. So I think, in conclusion, that the realization of our goal is underpinned by a series of strategic movements, as I mentioned, very, I would say it's a multifaceted strategy.
Yeah, it seems like you have all your bases covered. It seems like you have a good core team behind you guys, and you are tackling one of the most innovative niches in crypto right now. So I see this project as being very successful. I encourage my audience to go and use the platform. I put the link right here on the chat. You can go to https://bitomni.io. I don't think you need the / English, but maybe the / there.
Yeah.
But you could just copy that.
Better.
Yeah, and so let's get a little bit. You were talking about the SNS. And for those of you watching that don't know what the SNS, most of you do if you're watching my channel, but if you're new, it is the service nervous system. And basically it is the governance system for layer 2 tokens on the internet computer to become fully decentralized autonomous organizations. And a lot of the projects that are very successful on the internet computer have handed that controller over to the DAO. And that sounds like that's your future vision for Bit Omni, is to become a complete DAO. So let's get into that a little bit. Why choose the SNS? Now, if you want to become a DAO, there's multiple ways to do it in crypto. Are you doing this for the fundraising? Are you doing it to give governance control to the community? Or is it a little bit of everything? There's a lot in the SNS that you guys are choosing to utilize the capabilities.
Perfect. Yeah. First of all, your explanation of SNS is the best I've ever heard. That's neat. Yeah. I think after your explanation, everyone understands what is SNS. So I don't need to explain it further. And to the topic, we chose to use service nervous system, known as SNS, for fundraising. Mostly because it aligns with our core principles of decentralization and community-driven development. And we are a ICP ecosystem project, right? That's a nature way of going decentralization would be do a SNS, whether you're going to do the like a setup, funding, go or not. That's the best way of doing it in this ecosystem. And unlike traditional fundraising methods such as VC rounds or like ICOs, we see a lot of that back like a couple years back. And unlike those stuff, SNS allows us to directly engage and empower our community from the start. By leveraging SNS, we are ensuring that the governance of Bitomni is decentralized, while the people who use and believe in the project are also the ones who shape its future. So one of the key advantages of SNS over traditional fundraising method is community ownership. and the participation. With SNS, the community can acquire governance tokens, giving them voting rights to influence important decisions about the project's direction, what features we want to add, and what is the product fee we want to charge for, all those stuff. And this contrasts with the traditional VC fundraisings, where a small group of investors typically holds a significant portion of the decision-making power. By choosing SNS, we ensure that the control is distributed among a broader group of stakeholders, especially in our, within our community, which better reflects the decentralized nature of the blockchain and foster a more engaged, loyal community, I hope. And another major benefit is the transparency that comes with SNS. The entire fundraising process is conducted on chain, as you know, and meaning it's open for anyone to see and verify. Unlike other like DAOs, like you said, there are various ways of becoming a DAO, but most of the DAOs outside of ICP ecosystem are not that transparent. But SNS, we do it really good, So I think this level of transparency is harder to achieve with traditional fundraising, where deals like are often negotiated behind closed doors. With SNS, participants can have full confidence in the fairness and openness of the process. And lastly, SNS sale offers the advantage of long-term alignment with the project's success. Those who participate in the SNS sale are not just passive investors, but also hopefully also active participants in the project's development and interaction. So their involvement means that they are incentivized to help the projects succeed, whether through governance, participation, or by contributing to its growth in other ways. So from any angle, to see this stuff, I think SNS is the best choice for us as, the team Bitomni. So, yeah.
Okay. That sounds pretty,
I don't know. Okay.
Innovative. And it seems like you guys are one of the projects leading the Bitcoin going in as an actual DAO. And I've supported almost every single SNS project that is launched so far on the network nervous system, or the SNS Launchpad. And so I think that's very, very crucial for your project to become successful. What is the significance of the SNS DAO process for your project? I would say, what is it going to be beneficial for the community? And what could the challenges of that potentially be? Giving, control of the governance basically to the community. Just give us a little feedback on that.
I think one of the biggest impact of the SNS DAO process is the way it enhances community engagement and ownership. Participants in DAO holds governance tokens, as I mentioned, and hence they are more get involved in the project, and hopefully they get more involved with the voting and proposal stages. And they are quite essential for the development of Bitomni's future products and optimization in the protocol. And the benefits of decentralization through the DAO process are immense. First, it creates a more resilient and transparent governance structure where decisions are made openly and through consensus, rather than being dictated by a central authority. But however, the DAO process also comes with challenges, as we all aware of. One potential challenge is ensuring that governance decisions are made thoughtfully and efficiently. With a decentralized community, there is always a risk of decision-making being slowed down due to different opinions or lack of participation. We see a lot of that on the SNS dashboard when it comes to proposals and voting stuff. And it is important to create mechanisms that encourage active and informed participation, such as maybe some educational initiatives that help token holders understand the proposals and the impact of their votes. Additionally, managing a large, diverse community can be complex. And there's always a risk of governance being influenced by those with larger token holdings. That's why when we set up like configurations for the SNSL, we have to consider the portions of tokens allocated to different categories. So despite these challenges, the long-term benefits of SNS style process for Bitomni are clear, I think. So that's why we have to go this way. And yeah, we do this for decentralized governance and also for the funding in order to ensure the future development of the project. Yeah.
Okay. So you were talking about being more transparent in this project and on ICP than on other chains. Give us a little description of how you are ensuring transparency and fairness. Not just saying, hey, we're being transparent and we're being fair. What kind of measures are you taking to ensure the transparency and fairness in the funds management and distribution for this SNS sale?
Okay, yeah, I think Bitomni ensures transparency and fairness throughout the SNS sale process by implementing a series of specific measures designed to give all participants confidence in the integrity of the process. First, the entire fundraising event is conducted on-chain, through the SNS system, which is running on IC, and it's basically running on decentralized infrastructure, and which means that every we call transaction or like every move or decisions is fully transparent and public accessible. So this allows anyone to track the flow of funds and see how tokens are distributed and verify that everything is being handled according to the rules set forth by the project. And many of those ICP developers who have gone through SNS should know this. We have a configuration file. Basically it initiate all the configurations for the SNS, and once that is set, you cannot change it unless SNS goes fail. So yeah, I think by leveraging the ICP's inherent transparency or ICP's SNS's inherent transparency, we eliminate any possibility of behind-the-scenes manipulation or favoritism. And also, I think that's quite neat in terms of SNS. It's a pretty good design. And I think another thing I want to mention is that SNS sale process is that it's designed to be open and inclusive, giving all the participants, whether large or small, an equal opportunity to contribute and acquire governance tokens. This helps avoid the centralization of power that can sometimes happen in traditional fundraisings, as we all know that, most cases VC, especially big VCs, approach to good projects first, and they got the project's token, and then they boost the market cap of the project, and then later a small group or individuals comes in, they buy tokens in a higher price, which is not good. But SNS doesn't do that. So I think open and inclusive is another important stuff here. And another measure we've taken is limiting large token allocations to prevent any one entity from gaining too much influence over the governance process. And we've also simulated the 51% attack in the Excel form, by manipulating all the configurations and the token allocations to ensure that there is a very, very little possibility that we're gonna be attacked if given attackers want to spend a lot of money on this. That means we are valuable, right? So anyways, yeah, throughout the fundraising process, we also prioritize regular communications and updates with our community. We actually posted upcoming SNS sale article on ICP Divinity's forum over 1.5 months ago, and just to collect feedback and insights on this. by being transparent about the goals, progress, and outcomes of fundraising, we ensure that participants are always informed and can hold the projects accountable. This ongoing dialogue helps build trust and ensure that everyone is on the same page throughout the entire process. And I want to encourage all of you who are in front of the screen listening to this, come to the Bitomni forum, to our article, and read through what we're gonna do in this SNS sale, and criticize it, question it, so we can make it better.
Okay, cool. Do you have a link for that? If you have a link, that would be cool if you could just drop it in the private chat here, and then I'll post it in the main chat, and then people can go over there and check out the forum post. You said it's on Bitomni forum?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah, no problem. This is interesting. So I want to talk a little bit about what you're saying. So having this SNS launch, it gives people the option to buy between, let's say, 1 and 100 tokens, depending on, the price and the allocation and the tokenomics. You can only get a certain amount. So say, there's 100,000 token or 1 million tokens. Everybody can only get 5 ICP worth of tokens or whatever. And then that stops people from being able to get a large amount and hold a big attack against the network for something that they wanted. So that's something that's very specific to the service nervous system, which is very interesting. And then you also can get a community fund in there. So say they raise, 250,000 ICP, and then the community fund will put in funds with that as well, supporting the project. So the internet computer not only gives you a good platform to build on, but it supports that building with successful projects. If you can get a bunch of the community to support your project, then they will invest directly from that community fund, or what the SNS fund, I think it's called now. It used to be the community fund, but that's the kind of capabilities and why I think you're probably building on the internet computer. And here is that forum post, guys. Go over here and check this out because they're getting ready, obviously, to launch that SNS soon. And I've noticed if you can get in on the SNS, I'm not promising you profit, and this isn't financial advice, but I've seen a lot of people be successful with these SNS launch tokens, especially because, like he said, not a lot of people can buy outrageous amounts. It's not like a VC coming in and buying 30% of the supply, and then they can dump it on you right away. One, your tokens are going to be locked up in a neuron for a while. So everybody won't be able to just get their tokens out and sell them right away. So and you earn governance rewards. So you're getting more of the token for participating in that governance. So there's so many different benefits to this project, guys. Go check out this SNS launch post. Show your support. You don't have to buy. You can buy it with MetaMask. I don't think yet. I'm sure that's coming.
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Better check with the foundation. Yes. I think that's a little bit barrier for users outside of ICP ecosystem. So.
Okay, well, let's talk more about this because I was talking a little bit or going off of what you were saying about the token allocation. Give us a little bit of a detail on how that's going to look. Do you guys have a set, like a minimum of 1 ICP, maximum of 100, and how many minimum participants? Can you give us kind of an overview on that? And then we'll go more into detail on that here in a minute.
Yes, actually we have. Let me open up our white paper. We will have every detail, listed in our white paper. And also you guys, if you are interested, you can check out our white paper at whitepaper.bitomni.io, which basically, a subdomain of our website. And actually we said the minimum ICP to be raised is aimed at 125,000. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's actually that's the amount we need as we plan to successfully push the project to the next stage, which may maybe a stage of prestigious VCs coming in or centralized exchanges, get notice of stuff like that. And the maximum ICP to be raised is set to like 650,000 ICP, which I don't think we're gonna achieve that. But
Okay. Can I
shoot for
just
the sun. Anyways.
Can I say
Yeah,
something
sure,
about that real quick? So basically what he's talking about is there's a minimum, which is a soft cap, right? So if he hits that amount,
Yes.
and then by the end of that time, if they will be successful, but if it reaches that maximum amount, as soon as it hits the maximum amount, the sale will be over, the SNS will be completed, and they will be officially launched as a DAO. I just wanted to throw that in there for the audience.
Perfect. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And the minimum participant commitment is 1 ICP. And we would like to have a minimum number of sale participants of 100. I think that's quite achievable, which is, I think it's quite easy because we have a lot of community members in our various groups already. And who expressed yeah. Go ahead.
I know my community will support you guys. Get ready for this SNS launch. This is going to be a huge narrative going into this next bull market. We are about a year away, and this is the perfect time for this project to build and actually be out there for next year. And then being, what did you say the maximum commitment was?
Maximum commitment was now it's 100,000, which is reasonable, but it can be lower, I guess. That's one of the aspects we want to get feedback on. Is this really good? The way we did this was by analyzing all the previous SNS projects. Yes, we did analyze all the previous SNS projects and see what parameters they used and how was the results and how was the community after their successful SNS, got involved, stuff like that, and came up with our own set of configurations. But it's it's not set in stone yet. The reason we put our article out much earlier than the SNS sale date is because we want to collect as much feedback as possible, so we can maybe make this the best.
Right, and so, you can give feedback right here on this.
Absolutely. And also we have sorry, yeah, we have a detailed. We have a detailed spreadsheet regarding all the token distributions and the 51 attack simulation and all that interesting cool stuff there. So you can also check it out. You see what you can find it on our article on the forum, and also there's a link in the white paper. Maybe hard to find in the white paper, but anyways, so yeah. And I would like to say that the timeline for the SNS sale has not yet been set in stone. Okay, we are still considering it, whether it's going to be by the end of September or sometime in October. The reason is that we want to make sure this thing goes perfect. And in order to do that, we have, several tasks need to be completed. Bridge version 2 testnet, we've checked that a couple days ago. Version 2 is online. And hello, are you still there?
Yeah, I was just putting you in the spotlight for a minute.
All right. Yeah, it's okay. Let's share the screen. Yeah. Okay. And the other task was is gonna be auditing, which is quite important. And also we're gonna want to make sure that before SNS sale initiated, the Bridge version 2 mainnet is alive. So that's the stuff we have to do. And besides that, we would like to get feedbacks and insights and criticisms from the community and experts like you in order to make this thing better. So yeah, I just want to add to that.
Perfect. Okay, so now that you don't have a timeline, but exactly set in stone. So hopefully within this month or next month, but basically before the end of the year. Now, if you do reach, say, your minimum target or your maximum target, what is the plan to utilize these funds? Is it to make your platform better? Is it to give users a better experience? Kind of go into your detailed plans on how you guys plan to allocate these funds throughout the project.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. And also, there's a detailed description in the white paper. I would like to summarize or like just pick some important points here. And first of all the plans we have now may not be the actual execution or action in the real world, because once SNS is succeeded, the control is handed over to the DAO, right? So, but anyways, we have our plans, and I hope our community is backing us on those plans. And we have a detailed allocation strategy to ensure that every contribution is used effectively. A significant portion of the funds will go toward research and development, which is crucial for enhancing our core product, BitoBridge, at hopefully expanding its functionality and stability. This includes integrating more blockchains, improving scalability, and ensuring the DApp remains secure and resilient as it grows. Besides BitoBridge, there are other DApps that might needed to be developed depending on the proposals and the voting decisions, which also may require R&D part of the fund. And we also allocate funds to community building initiatives. This includes developer grants, educational programs, and other efforts aimed at growing and supporting Bitomni ecosystem. A strong, engaged community is essential for the long-term success of the project, which is often neglected by most of the projects. But we do want to, emphasize on that. And additionally, part of the funds will be directed towards strategic partnerships and marketing efforts. Building strong relationships with other projects in the blockchain space is crucial, and we've already benefited from that, by working with projects in the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystems and other blockchain ecosystems. We've built a strong community. We've attracted many users outside of ICP. Actually, one of the interesting criticism in our about our post was like there was a guy was saying it is suspicious. This project is is suspicious because there are some new accounts just popped up and say some good things about the project. Yeah, you can think that way, but actually there's another way of thinking, which is we attracted new users to register the Definity Forum account, and just want to back us there. Maybe later those users also raise the criticisms and the feedbacks, which is awesome. So anyways, yeah, that's we do have a detailed allocation plan, and you can always check it out and in our web paper. So.
Okay, well, we're getting ready to wrap this up pretty soon. Just give us a little bit. You were talking about the future longevity of the project. How are you going to make long-term sustainability after the SNS fundraising? Is it just because you're going to allocate the funds in the places that are going to make your core infrastructure the best in layer 2 solutions for Bitcoin-Fi? And are you going to have VCs later on? Are you going to raise more funds in the future, yes, depending on that tokenomics?
Yes and yes. Actually, you already tapped on the important aspects of it. As for the long-term sustainability and development, all the important aspects have been mentioned, I think, like community engagement, partnerships, and collaborations with other projects and the blockchain ecosystems and R&D, stuff like that. They are quite essential and have to be, continuously working on. And as for the VC round, yes, we do we have planned to attract VCs. And we have reserved a portion of token for the future VC fundraising. I think this is a strategic move. The reason we want to do that is because it has several benefits. First of all, once you have a prestigious VC fund, it's like it is easy to get connected with more good projects and form even better collaborations with those projects. For example, for now, we have collaborations at both product technology level with pretty good projects. But if we have, after SNS, we have a strong community already, and based on that, if we have additional VC fundraisings, the portfolios of those VCs gonna be, highly possible be our collaboration partners, and also in a very deep level, technology side and the market side, the product side, which is pretty good. And another thing is like we would like to see. I don't know. I don't want to say it's right or wrong, but we would like to see. I think it's right. ICP ecosystem projects get listed on top tier services. Okay, and in order to do that, I think VC backing is still quite important in this industry right now. Maybe it's going to change in future. We see a trend of community-driven projects, but still VC-backed projects are get a higher possibility negotiating with Binance or like Coinbase or OKX, stuff like that. So that's another benefit of getting VC rounds. And since we said one of our destination would be in terms of token liquidity, we're gonna be listed on top tier centralized exchanges. The best would be Binance for now, right? And also Coinbase. They are good ones, and we're shooting for that. Yeah.
I mean, having your token listed on a centralized exchange is pivotal for the future of a project. I love having access to your token that will be outside of a centralized exchange, though. But it's always good to have one listed on there. I know OGY from the Origin Foundation was listed on MEXC, but if you can actually get a Binance listing, that would be so huge, not only for your project, but for the internet computer in general. That would create a buzz. Okay, so I'm a leader in the ICP space, right? As a content creator, and when people, I know when people get excited, and when you see a token get listed on a centralized exchange that you've been following the project, you use the project, you use the app, and then you finally see it, it's going to create this huge buzz around the project. And I think that's going to bring a lot of outside influence into the internet computer. Like you said, you guys have been bringing people in from outside, but I think that's one of the key components is to be listed on these centralized exchange, because that one opens up a bigger liquidity pool. Two, it opens up a broader audience to interact and see your crypto, because if nobody ever sees your token, nobody can ever buy your token, right? So, and a lot of people, the internet computer has not yet reached its full marketing potential, which is very much working on it. So there's still a lot of people that don't know about ICP and its, SNS and the token. So I think that is going to be huge. I love what you guys are doing. I would love to have you on the channel again before you do the SNS launch, like a week before, when you guys have a solid date. You're welcome on the channel anytime, Ray. It was a pleasure talking with you. And just keep us informed, because my audience wants to know when they can participate in this SNS sale. And one last question before we go, and if there's anything you want to say, are US participants going to be able to participate in your SNS fund?
That's a tough question. We haven't out yet. Actually, we're gonna talk with the foundation and other projects about that aspect, because we are tech guys and marketing guys. We're not legal guys, but we will figure it out. I think there's no barrier between you and us. I guess that's the only thing I can say.
Yeah,
So
either way,
hopefully.
so either way you can participate. Whether and he's not saying this. This is me coming from me. You can use the VPN to participate no matter what.
Yes,
But
yes,
yeah, so whether or not he has US, you guys will be able to participate. Thank you again,
yes.
Ray, for coming on here. Go follow these guys over on Twitter. I just put the link to his Twitter in the description below. I put
Mm.
the website in the link below, so you guys can go over there. You can support them, and I will add this forum link over there so you can read about the SNS sale. You guys can get prepared for it. You can get your ICP ready for either this month, next month, or hopefully very soon after that. And you know, just be part of one of the biggest innovations in this next crypto market. Last cycle was NFTs. This cycle it is BRC20 tokens, ordinals, and runes, and that is 100%. Whether you guys agree with me or not, that's what's happening. And that's why I wanted these guys on the channel when I met them at Chain Fusion Day. And I was on a Twitter space with them once, and so I really support this project. And thank you again, Ray.
Thank you. Thanks for
All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP.
Goodbye. Nice.